Hi, welcome back to Lattes and More. Those of you who know me, who have been here for a little while, know I'm a fundamental trader and also like a fundamental geek. Stuff that people don't even know about. Um, I really delve into. In fact, I just saw this skit on Saturday Night Live that was just broadcasted, I guess last weekend. Seems like last weekend. They were talking about um inflation and food increases and T-bills and they're like we don't even know what that is. Like a lot of people don't know what that is. If you happen to catch that for Saturday Night Live, it was hysterical. Hysterical. But I got off topic already. I wanted to, so it's Sunday afternoon. I'm taking some notes on the news for the coming week because I always do a deeper look into it before it all hits us, right? And it's hard to keep up these days for sure. But I saw that the IMF, the International Monetary Foundation, funds, Ugh. International Monetary Funds? That's not right. Wait, I'm just gonna be a geek and look that up. IMF. Yeah, it just sounds weird saying fund. The International Monetary Fund, which consists of 191 countries. So in the world, there are 195 countries. So all of those countries can represent. I have to know, I have to think that they don't. I mean, that's a lot of countries to sign up for this conference. Right. And I found this like registration and a whole schedule and who's speaking. It was really geeky. Um, so I don't know. I have to wonder if 191 countries that are invited to this actually go and listen and speak and represent. Um, but what I didn't know about it, and I guess it makes me geekier than last year, is that it's held in Washington, D.C. every spring and every fall. And I know I've heard IMF for years since I've been trading, at least a fundamental trader. But I didn't know it was held in Washington, D.C. So that alone makes it interesting because there's a lot of stuff going on in this country. If you follow me, I think that most of my followers here, subscribers, clients on my platform are from the US, but maybe some of you aren't. Um, so it's a pretty big deal. And who's going? So I took like a lot of scribble notes. So I kind of have to read my scribble notes for you. I'm so sorry. Um, but so this year, they are uh, two things are being represented. The civil society policy, it's a civil society policy forum, which basically means it's the World Banks and they're sharing ideas and policy issues. Okay, well, we want to hear what's going on in other countries and what issues they might be having. So that's pretty cool. Um, but also embedded in that this spring is the IOSCO conference, which is the International Organization for Securities Commission. So keeping things on track, making sure illegal things aren't happening, like really taking a deep dive into the monitoring of that. So what they do is they work on global regulatory objectives together, 191 countries together sharing ideas. I mean, I'll get off track for a second. This is what we want. Like, shouldn't we all be, there's a map behind me. Holy shit. Shouldn't we all be working together? No one's bigger and better and more bully than anyone else. Like, we should just all be working together to better this planet, better human life, better society. But that's not really not the way it is, it seems, but it should be. That's ironic. I didn't realize that I've always had a map behind me, especially talking about global issues. I love it. So they talk about investor protection, hmm? Financial stability, and market integrity. We can use some of that for sure. Um, promoting uh and promoting international standards. Again, let's all work together here. So, 191 countries have the opportunity to work together and do things properly. The IMF meetings take place all week. So that is from, because if you're just watching this whenever, that's from April 21st, 2025 through the 26th, I believe. I thought I saw it went to through Saturday. Um, so it's pretty cool that we host. I guess we host every year. Um, so it's central bankers who goes from these countries. I don't think our administrator is going, our president. But central bankers, that's key. Finance ministers, who I think is just another name for people who manage policies in other countries. We kind of call them central banks, but academics, some key professors, perhaps from directors from major universities, maybe is my guess, where they talk about poverty, economic growth, and climate. I love all these things. I, I want to share this because I feel like this might make the news. People coming, what is our new administration's thoughts on this? Is he overseeing this? It's just a geeky fundamental thing. So if you're a fundamental trader, any leaks from this meeting that are not the standard, like, hey, this is what we're all thinking. Let's work on this. That could, throw a monkey wrench into somebody's plans. So I wanted to talk about that with you. It's happening all week. So Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind. Like if there's going to be news, it's going to be from 10 in the morning until early evening, Eastern Standard Time. Fundamental geek here. All right. Thank you for joining. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.